Please subscribe to the channel now so that you won't miss out on any of this and other revealing interviews we have with other entrepreneurs in Ghana. Thank you very much. So say you've been an entrepreneur probably all your life. What are the pitfalls that people should avoid, especially up and coming young entrepreneurs who are not too experienced starting a business?
It's difficult to avoid pitfalls altogether. If you're fortunate, you suffer few pitfalls if you're careful, but all of us go through it. All of us have highs and lows. All of us have exorbitant. We are very happy when we buy a product and it sells well, and we have had a few lemons. We have bought a few products we don't do well, and then for 2 years, 3 years, we're going to push them so that our stock is liquidated and our cash flow returns. So all of us, to single out the kind of pitfalls they should try to avoid is very difficult. We all go through it. We all go through it. Even the most successful of us, we all go through it.
But then aren't there some things that say this is a definite no-no? Don't try this as a startup.
Yes. Name, good name. Never spoil that. Whether it's with the banks or it's with your supplier, never let your name be tarnished. Never. These are the people who will help you to come up. Your customers, your bankers. You don't play the fool with them. Some people will take a loan and immediately go and buy a flashy car or maybe a flashy house. Their priorities are all mixed up. They are not targeting this money has to be paid back. So I got to make money on the borrowed money and pay back in time and with interest. Some of them, once they get a chance to borrow, they feel that now this is my money, I don't have to give anybody anything. This is most unfortunate. This perhaps will be the greatest pitfalls to fall in. So a good name, there's no substitute for that. A good name is very necessary.
What, in your opinion, is a successful business?
Successful businessman is the one who has found the right formula which works for him. It could be like our policy of keeping prices affordable. It could be I'm going to sell something which others are not selling. I'm going to sell everything upmarket and create a niche for himself. For example, you've always felt that this particular segment has not been properly addressed. No one has taken the trouble. If I do this, I'll be highly successful. It's a dream, and a dream can come true if you're prepared to work for it. A dream can come true. We are all dreamers, really. You have to have little gut feeling where you can contribute, where you hope to do better than anybody else doing right now. You must have a gut feeling that I can make a difference. I can add something to this kind of a trade. You have to have that gut feeling. But it's something that you cannot learn in school. You have to learn in hard knocks of business. I mean, making a few mistakes, hopefully not mega mistakes, and learn from it. The beautiful thing is we all make mistakes, but you might find it difficult to believe that some people don't learn from the mistake. Mistakes we all do, but the lesson should never be lost.
Sourcing funding is a very difficult process for startups. What, in your opinion, are some of the creative ways in which startups can source funding or find some money to start their dream business?
Obviously, the best source to look for startup money is family. Because when you're starting up in business and you haven't made a name for yourself, the bankers, you have heard about bankers, they will give you umbrella, and when it rains, they will take away that umbrella. So, I mean, I don't want to be cruel to bankers, but I mean, they tend to do this. So I think the best source of initial finance, I would have thought, would be the family.
There's this opinion that to be successful at business, at least from the start, you need to be necessarily thrifty. You hold on to your money. What's your opinion on that? Do you have to be that?
I think that works. Even our good friend, the richest man in the world, who was Warren Buffett, he's got a car which he's using, which is about 30 years old. He can afford to have maybe 100 top-ranking cars, but he still drives himself, and he still drives an old car. And he's still living in the same house since 40, 50 years. He can live for them in a palace. So when it comes to thrift, there's an old saying, a penny earned, a penny saved is a penny earned. So I think this is true. This is true. This, to a certain extent, is true. So if you have saved 100 CDs extra, you're using those 100 CDs extra in business. It cannot hurt your business, it can only help your business. So yes, to a certain extent, especially when you are a startup, I believe in being conscious of your expenses, try to trim it down as much as possible. As the saying goes, as I said, penny saved is a penny earned.
How do I create a unique brand? Because whatever you do, there will always be competitors. How do I distinguish myself, from the others? For instance, how is Melcom able to distinguish so many retail shops around?
No matter how small or big you are, when you are doing a right thing, people from all over the country or all over the town will find your way. Whether you are selling a birthday cake which is at a reasonable price, or you're selling a shirt or a trouser or electronic.
I, Nana Dr. Michael Ejikun Adom, encourage you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, EPV Media YouTube channel now, in order to have constant access to this very revealing series from renowned entrepreneurs like me on secrets of business success. Please subscribe now.
Thank you very much.